What is going on, everyone? It's Average THC Guy, and today we're going to be telling a very funny story of mine. The story of the time that Kyle's girlfriend almost found our Coke, and she was not chill about it. Of all the people that we knew, except for maybe our parents, she would have been one of the worst people to find out, and we didn't know if she would have maybe turned us in to the fucking cops. Who knows? Especially knowing how things turned out. I would be hesitant to tell the story normally, but they are now broken up, and part of it was because of the hard drugs, so it seems only fitting. So let's talk about the time where his girlfriend almost found Coke. So the night started out like any other. We were at his house and we were getting geeked. We had a little bit of time before his girlfriend got home. What are we gonna call her? We're gonna call her Sharon. And so we had a little bit of time before Sharon got home, and we were probably just doing lines off the desk, chilling out in the office. The way this house was laid out, there was the office, the living room, the kitchen, and the bedroom. And so the bedroom and the office were on opposite sides of the house. And so when she got home, we put all the paraphernalia away, and then we were just kind of in the living room conversating. I was fucking geeking, I was twitching, I was looking all around. And and then we decided, yeah, every so often we can just go to the office while someone keeps sharing company and take a quick bump. So every so often, me and Kyle, or Kyle and Kevin, or me and Kevin go into the the office area, and we would either do like little knuckle bumps or key bumps or something. We never did flat out lines with her there, except maybe when she went to the bedroom. Like, I think there was one time where she went to the bedroom and we chopped up a few quick lines. And yeah, so we were pretty much hiding our use, and that's what made this all the more risky. So I don't remember what exactly we were talking about, probably just everybody's workday or whatever. I didn't have a job at this point and was not in school, so my days were uh, confined solely to getting fucked up. It, that might sound great, but it wasn't all the time. And so it's the funniest thing, and there'll be more stories involving this particular method of hiding. But uh, Kyle used to hide his Coke baggies in the brim of his hat, like on the inside where that little piece of fabric is around the hat. He would hide it in there. And while we were talking, he was swatting a fly. And as he was doing that, Sharon was looking at the fly, and because there were like three in the room, and Kyle decided to swat it with his hat. And as he did that, the baggie just went flying out of the hat, and it fell right on the floor. And he covered it with his foot almost instantly. I noticed it, Kevin noticed it, Kyle definitely noticed it, but Sharon did not. So we were trying our very best to hold ourselves together because all three of us were on the verge of just dying laughing. And so we're just all trying to be chill. And and what he does is he steps with it under his foot, and as she's talking, he slowly slides it under the couch. And then, as it as time went by, she decided to use the restroom, and after as she did that, Kyle very promptly got it from under the couch and hid it in the office room. And I watched him do that, but for some reason, actually, maybe it was Kevin who was in the bathroom and Sharon went to the bedroom for some reason, maybe to charge her phone. And then Kevin came back out and he was looking for it under the couch, and then I was like, dude, fucking Kyle got it. He's like, he did, and I'm like, yeah. And I'm just trying to get him to stop looking because if she comes out, he's gonna wonder what he's looking for. And so we get back to assuming the position, and then we continue the night's conversation. We're just listening to music, vibing, she wouldn't have been any the wiser that we were all coked up. Or, and we'll talk about this later, but maybe she didn't know. And, uh, yeah, so after that, we were back to doing our little secrecy bumps. We would go back there, uh, you know, do a little line or two. Not a line, like a little bump or two. And, yeah, the night played out. Then after she went to bed, we would chop up lines and fucking get geeked. And the aftermath of this was a little while later, she eventually would dump him after he told her about all the hard drugs he was doing. And when she found out, or a little while after she did, she decided to dump him and took his side in the breakup, of course. And I think it was unfair, but you know, it's one of those things where it's just if you don't want me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, that sort of thing. And so now we get to see Kyle in his hoe phase, which is actually really cool because he always got on me about my riz, so, put up or shut up, let's see it happen. And after that, we just we just tried to find better hiding places for our blow. Um, Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't, but that is the majority of the story. I would like to thank you all for watching. We have more videos coming up soon. And if you would like more stories, whether it's about Coke or about weed or whatever, let me know down in the comments. I will see you next one.